What happens when the US Health Secretary dodges vaccine questions while his own kids are fully vaccinated? The irony is almost too wild to believe. In one of the most bizarre and controversial congressional hearings in recent memory, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., now the US Health and Human Services Secretary, found himself drowning in more than just political pressure. He was grilled over vaccines, personal contradictions, and even swimming in sewage. Yes, really. Would you vaccinate your own children? That question should have had a simple yes or no answer. But Kennedy? He danced around it like he was dodging political landmines. Even though we now know his own kids are vaccinated, he refused over and over to say whether he believes others should do the same. Instead, he brushed it off, saying, "My opinions on vaccines are irrelevant. I don't want to give medical advice." Wait, isn't that literally his job? He's the head of Health and Human Services. Giving medical guidance is exactly what he should be doing. But the contradictions didn't stop there. Despite building a massive online following as one of the most prominent anti-vaccine voices, Kennedy has quietly vaccinated his own children. So what's going on here? Is he telling the public not to vaccinate while privately doing the opposite? And if that wasn't strange enough, lawmakers couldn't help but bring up a weird detail. Kennedy once took his kids swimming in near Rock Creek, a notoriously polluted body of water filled with bacteria and reportedly floating effluent. One congressman sarcastically noted, "That stuff gets down there, sets up shop, and sticks with you." Back to the real issue. The hearings were supposed to focus on next year's health budget. But thanks to a deadly measles outbreak sweeping across parts of the US, the spotlight quickly turned to Kennedy's vaccine stance and his refusal to give straight answers. Even when asked specifically about vaccines for measles, chickenpox, and polio, he sidestepped each question. Lawmakers, health experts, and even the media were left shaking their heads. So, where does this leave the Biden administration? Or rather, Donald Trump's administration? Yes, RFK Jr. now works for President Trump, who was reportedly thrilled to have a Kennedy in his cabinet. Trump even bragged about it on the campaign trail. But here's the twist. Trump once took major credit for Operation Warp Speed, the rapid development and rollout of COVID vaccines, something Kennedy has openly criticized. This strange alliance is already starting to show cracks. Behind the scenes, the Trump team is pushing back on some of Kennedy's more left-leaning ideas, like cutting pesticide use, which they fear could hurt food supply chains. Even Kennedy's pick for Surgeon General is raising eyebrows, a spiritual, new agey figure who isn't even a licensed doctor. Meanwhile, a previous nominee was rejected just for supporting COVID vaccines, the same ones Trump fast-tracked during his presidency.